So, hi, I'm Ariana. I'm at Rapid Shelter Columbia. We provide shelter for those that are chronically homeless. And with our community partners, we help provide our residents with necessary resources to reintegrate into the community. We provide individual pallets for 50 people, 40 for men, 10 for women, and each resident gets their own pallet. They do not have to share with anybody. And we also provide transportation, bus passes, and assistance for calls for appointments regarding formal documents or medical stuff. So for each competency, I put down a task that I do at the shelter. So for competency one, which is professional behavior, I tend to dress up more professionally than I do in classes. If you know me, I dress basically like a crazy person. I wear sweatpants, a t-shirt, sweatshirt. We don't know what I'm going to show up as. I just know that I show up with my hair looking up like a rat's nest. But when I'm there, I always put up my hair in some form of professional way, whether it is a bun, somewhat like this, but a little bit neater. I'll have my hair down, or I'll put it up in a claw clip, just whatever I feel like doing in the morning. And then I will either wear, I guess you could say, professional pants, like nice, slick, long, no hold black pants, and just like either a nicer plain t-shirt or a formal blouse that I got from my mother or whatever. And then last part of my outfit is my nails. I tend to always have crazy nails, but that's how I express my feelings and everything. That's my personality. But they're always done in a way where it looks professional, because why not? So that's the competency one. Competency two, at the shelter, we always treat clients equally. We do not discriminate them at all. We don't discriminate them based on personal experiences, appearances. It doesn't matter. No one gets special treatment. We do this to make sure that no one experiences favoritism and that there's a equal playing field for everybody. I think it's right here. So, few instances we have had where a resident has believed they've experienced favoritism. We had a community meeting. He felt that people were treating differently because of who they are, but the only reason we can is if one person's in a wheelchair and one person isn't. We do have to make a special accommodation for that person for that reason. He ended up trying to get on the van, rile up the other residents, and that didn't go well. So he ended up getting kicked off the van, came back in, and started complaining. We're like, sir, we can't. You need to tell us, and if you can't, and if you're just going to keep doing this, you'll be discharged. And he did ended up getting discharged, but that was because he was causing issues and trying to pit people against each other, which is a no-go at our shelter. So therefore we did discharge him, but we do not do favoritism there. We can't, because this is a person, you're at the same level. You are all chronically homeless, and all we're trying to do is cater to your needs as a person, meaning what do you need to get out of here? Not everybody needs the same thing, so that's the only form of favoritism we can really give, including the people in wheelchairs or not. So competency three, we have a policy that is referred to at the shelter that we cannot accept walk-ins, and you can't expect a pallet. This is the only way we identified an issue, is that there are 50 pallets. They are only available after someone has completed their term at the shelter, and we do have a wait list, and once it is your turn, you can be brought them into the shelter. And we do not accept families or people under 18, but these are the only requirements. Accept anyone with a disability. We accept anybody with a disability and all, whether it is psychological or physical. Competency four, I had the opportunity to update their property management companies list and community partners list, which led me to learn about more about their partners and resources that they need. So each one required me to either call them or look on their website to see if their numbers have changed, locations have changed, and if they are still willing to be our community partner. Competency 5, I helped put together our 2-year anniversary celebration because on November 2nd was Rapid Shelter's 2-year anniversary. They opened on November 2nd of 2022. So I was given that task right when I started in August to help put together a slideshow by taking pictures or putting together little events and tasks to do while at the shelter for the event. I was unfortunately not able to come, but I was told that everything went pretty well and people enjoyed the slideshow that I made. And the slideshow consisted of pictures of some of the residents at the shelter, but also the building of the shelter. So I did construction pictures, also more events that led to the shelter being built, events at the shelter while it was active. So I was able to do that, which was really, really fun. And then the second thing I did was I helped do a survey that was given to us by the City of Columbia because they received a grant and they wanted to know how to spend the money, and we all did the survey to hopefully have them give the money to homeless services to hopefully create affordable permanent supportive housing for the chronically homeless. So competency 6, which is going out engaging with the community and organizations. Once a month, we as interns will go out to an outreach meeting representing Rapid Shelter, and other organizations will come in from the Midlands, not only the Midlands, but kind of different parts of the state. And we go there to discuss the issues that we have at the shelter, and our other organizations will either give us a resource that we could use for our issue, or we give that information to them. And the other thing we do is we also set a date to where each organization can get together and go out in the community to persuade the homeless to come to the shelter, or in our case, get a referral to the shelter so they can come to ours, and or just give them resources that they need to survive while they're out on the streets. Competency 7, during the 2 days that I'm there, we engage with clients and we talk about their goals, whether they want a job or not, any medical information, documents that they need to better themselves or get birth certificates and things like that, so they can provide them for different needs and resources. Also, we find a way to help them sign housing applications or apartment applications so they can get permanently housed, and any other things that need to be done, because if I'm honest, we don't really want them at the shelter. We want them in a home. It can sound bad, but we don't want them there. We don't want to see them every day. We want them to be in a home and living in a safe environment for themselves. So competency 8 is helping residents contact our community partners with the needs and goals, including jobs, housing, furniture, clothing, and healthcare. I haven't had to do much of that except for healthcare, which was filling out medical documents for a resident, helping them do that so they could get a surgery or that they needed. So that was what I had to do for that competency. And then 9, we help the clients set their goals in our weekly meetings and input information into our system to remember these goals and to keep track of them. We also do this to help hold the clients accountable when they need to meet their goal, and also help adjust their goals based on either failure or success. And then for 10, my self-care consists of listening to music, driving around at midnight, going to sit at the airport, which I actually live right by, and just watching the planes take off and just listen to it, or I just goof around with my roommates, because if I'm being honest, I live in a house of 5 girls total, so we don't know what's going to happen. We can be up at 2 a.m. baking cookies. We don't know what's going to happen, but this is what I do whenever I need a break. Either that, or I can just go home and talk to my parents, because that tends to help too. So this was mine for my vlog for Mr. Ottone. I know it was probably boring. I don't have techie skills like that, so this is one video. Might have been boring, but oh well. I did it, so woohoo. Thank you.